Whether you're a small church of 50 or a larger church of 500, you know that getting information from people is sometimes harder than pulling teeth, harder than getting them to schedule a dentist appointment. Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you a communications request form that we've developed that we use for our clients. And I'm going to share it with you so you can build out your own and a few of the strategies that we've implemented to get people to actually use the form. Use it in a timely manner and kind of help streamline how you receive communications requests. This is not just for communications director. This is for any executive pastor, administrative assistant, or even the pastor who needs to know what's going on. And you can tweak this form that I'm about to show you in any way that you need. If you need to add in building scheduling, room scheduling, you can do that. If you need to add or take away some of the rooms or the platforms that we post to, you can absolutely do that. Our form is mostly digitally based, so you may want to add some information about, do we want to put this in the bulletin? And so I'm going to show with you what I like to call the one form to rule them all. It is very detailed on the digital side, and I want you to take the concept and make it your own. So first things first, anytime you have a form, you need to set out expectations. Whether you're the pastor or you're just a lowly church volunteer, deadlines, expectations, communications are required. If you do not have all the time, you will eventually have none of the time. So, for example, in this, you will see 30 days advance notice is required. That is a hard deadline. The only person that can override that should be the pastor. And it should be a rarity, not a, oh, I know you did it last month, you need you to do it. No, this is a requirement. If you want to have proper advance notice and you want to have a healthy relationship with your ministry and you don't want to have your spouse upset with you or upset with the church, you need to have these deadlines in place. It's not to make things comfortable, it's to make things healthy. So 30 days advance notice and just any clear information you can provide there. Of course, you have our contact info there if any of our clients need to get a hold of us. So first off, I want to make sure that if you are a small church, this is probably the only page you need. All right. But this is just page one, and this is just gathering the event information. I want you to pay attention to the questions that we ask. Okay. We need to have the contact name and email. Sometimes this form isn't filled out by the primary contact, like who has more information if we need it. And if that's the case, that's okay. If Rachel is filling out the form on behalf of Youth Pastor Tony, she needs to put Tony's info in here because I'm not going to go to Rachel to try to find information about the event that she doesn't know anything about. I need Tony's contact info. Again, this is, for us, it's a little bit required because we don't necessarily know as an agency who's the primary contact for events. If it's a small group book study, it's not going to be the pastor. It's going to be Miss Sandra. So we got to know Miss Sandra's info here. All right. You obviously don't need the organization because this is your church form. We need it for our clients. Event title and event description. This is not something you should be making up if you're writing the bulletin or the Facebook post. The person who's running the event needs to give you the title and the description. All right. And if they don't have something, if they just call it small group book study, that's lame, but okay. You're not going to get very much excitement on that. Okay. They need to give as much information as possible. The event date, the start time, the end time, the location, right? This is so huge. We don't want to just say show up Sunday at 6. We want to say show up Sunday at 6, park in the north parking lot, and we're going to be in room 302, whatever it is. All right. Who is the event for? Okay. I like to ask these questions because sometimes you'll get answers that surprise you. All right. But also we want to make sure that we start getting the person who is submitting this form thinking about who this event is for. Miss Sandra might put out it's a small group Bible study, but really it's for women because we're talking about, I don't know, women stuff. So she needs to get clear on that before you write the bulletin. Otherwise, you're going to have more instances where you start doing promotions and then they come and say, no, you're saying the wrong thing. This isn't actually what it is. So yes, it is a little bit of over communication, but it is better to over communicate than under communicate when it comes to ministry and when it comes to the military. Okay. Two things where it's better to have over communication than under or miscommunication. All right. And this is the key here. Why would someone want to come to this event? I think this is something the leader needs to be able to answer. This is not for you, the communicator, the assistant, the writer, the pastor to come up with. Sandra, Tony needs to come up with, why does someone want to come to this event? And this is ultimately going to become the platform, the foundation of your message. Why would someone want to come to your event? They want a better relationship. with their spouse. Okay, great. So you're not promoting a book study, you're promoting a way to have a better relationship with your spouse. You see how that automatically puts the event from something that's a chore to something that's something I actually want to do. This is the most important question on the form. All right. Then how to sign up or register. This gets them thinking, all right, how do I want people to register or sign up? When is the deadline? And is there anything else we should know about the event? All right. So this at the bare minimum is what you need. I'm going to go into a few more details on what we do to collect information per platform. But this is the bare minimum you need. And also another bonus of this too, is when you have a form like this, you actually are able to get the persons to start thinking about how they can help you promote it. So you don't have to sit there and come up with everything on your own. You're just taking what they give you and then you're just formatting it in a way that communicates the message better. So at the bare minimum, ask these questions. Okay. At the bare minimum. Now, we go into specific forms here on platforms that we help promote on. So we have, do you want an event? Do you want it listed on the events page? Does it need to have its own web page? And by that, I mean, like, does it need to just be an event and then click here to go to the registration form? Or does it actually need a web page where we're going to have a headline, information, videos? A great example of this is VBS. Let me see if I can pull up a example here. So for example, VBS, right, is probably going to have its own page because you need to have information here. Click to register, breaker, all that stuff. But if it's just name, date, time, then you don't need a whole page. You can just have it on the events page. Do you require ticketing? Do you need online registration or ticketing? I already said that. What information needs to be provided on when they sign up? This is one that a lot of people miss. So if we do have website registrations, we need their name, email, phone number. We need $30 in advance, whatever it is. Okay. And then also who should get the RSVP. Okay. So this is great this is like bare minimum what you need to know to set up the promotion on the website. Something often that we preach about is Google Business Profile. Okay. And of course, you obviously don't need the information about clients, but do you want us to create a post on Google? So for example, if someone looks up a church in Anderson Hills, one of our clients, they're obviously sitting there at the top. But if I go to their profile page here, we've got the reviews, the posts. Okay, so the web, oh man, where are the posts? Why are they not showing up? Did I skip it? Oh, it's just from here. I maybe it's because I'm logged in as one of our users. So, but there will be posts that show up for when people are searching for stuff around. Yeah, I think it's because I'm managing it. For stuff around the area, you can create a post that'll show up on Google. So when I look for events in Anderson Hills, right, we've got a couple of events here that can show up. All right. Hey, look at that. We're actually showing. It's probably because I'm logged in. I don't think the church actually shows. That's a test we got to do. That's pretty cool that we got the church showing up when people are just searching for events. Anyways. So do you want a Google Business Profile listing? Do you need a Google ad campaign, right? This is one of the things why you need 30 days because it actually takes some time. I mean, it takes us a week to plan a campaign and get it through and approved. So if you're running this on your own, it probably takes longer. You need more than 30 days advance. All right. So do you want people just to be aware of it, or do you want people actually to sign up? Where does the website should the ad go? So some of this is a little bit more detailed. You don't have to have all this. And then do you want a Facebook ads campaign? More information. So I'm going to go through here because you don't have a copy of this. How much would you like to invest? $100 total, $100 a month, $20 a week. What's their budget for promoting the event? What should the next step be? Register, watch this video, join the event group. Do you have a specific ad type in mind? I would actually just nix that. We just have some clients that know like, oh, their lead ads work or video. I got a video ready to go. So we just want a video ad. Do you want to retarget people? This is a little bit more advanced stuff. You probably don't need this. Do you have a specific type of person in mind? This is going to help you like, well, we want parents. Okay, so now I know on the Facebook ad needs to only show up to parents. Is there any type of person that shouldn't be shown this ad? Well, it's a kids event, so we don't need to show it to childless people. Okay, so that'll save your church money. And then start and end date. I don't know why that's swapped. And then press releases, you're probably not going to do that, but there's just information about the press release. Make sure you get a quote from the pastor and all that. So that is the ultimate communications form. Watch the video, record these questions. Like I said, this stuff is more towards the end. Like, you know, it's great if you're going to do that if you're a larger church, but smaller churches really just need this right here, the event information, your contact info, the event description, basically the who, what, where, why, and how people should sign up. So if you like this, like the video, subscribe if you want more tips to help you kind of get more organized for your church, to help you reach more people. I want to help 1 million churches become the cornerstone of their communities. So when people are searching for local church events, boom, your church shows up. That was a happy surprise. God bless you all, and I will see you all in the next video.